This car won't be moving from this driveway. I can't explain how lucky I was. I can't explain to you how nervous I am right now. Another day, another bonnet lift. So we are still in the Gladstone area. Troy, who, if you didn't watch last week's episode, head on over. We had a most amazing day out on the boat. He's down under there having a look at something for me at the moment. We are gearing up for some serious off-grid and kind of remote adventures coming up. So I was just giving the car a bit of a burst down. I knew I had a little bit of a belt squeal. Turns out it's not belt. So we're trying to figure out what on earth in here could be squealing. It might be high pressure air escaping through like the intercooler piping or something. So we're going to start having a look before we leave here. Because at the moment we're not going anywhere if this is causing us problems, because it could be turbo related or intercooler related, and it would render this car pretty gutless if anything like that goes. So we're going to get stuck into figuring this out, and we'll keep you posted. Well, we haven't found the culprit yet, but while I was running it up and Troy was listening, he says it's very prevalent at the front. And like I said, yesterday we checked both the other belts. They don't seem to be squealing at all. So we've just pulled the timing belt cover off, and we're going to run the car and see if the noise is louder. That's the idea, hey?
That's the idea.
Louder.
Yeah.
Everything looks good in there. And I've just had to remove the aircon belt to gain access to it, which I'm pretty sure, I'm like 95% sure I can run the car without that belt in its way. But I'm a little bit nervous because if you've been following us for a while, 2 years ago, or 2 years in a few months, my timing belt almost let go when the tensioner pulley bearing failed. I was very, very lucky to keep this motor. So I don't like touching the timing belt, so we're not going to do much. If it is something in there, I'll be calling a mobile mechanic and this car won't be moving from this driveway. Wish us luck.
Does that look like that's dragging on there?
Does what look like it's...
See the auto tensioner? It looks like it's all the way down.
Yeah.
The auto tensioner looks like it's all the way down.
Yeah.
And it looks like that pulley's sitting on top of that.
Sitting on this thing?
Yeah. But I mean, that doesn't feel untensioned.
No.
So, I mean, I don't know about this 100 series, but...
There's a bit of,
yeah.
grease in that bearing, isn't it? This is the one that's failed on me. This one right here. And you can see the inside of the timing belt cover. I never showed them this in the last episode, but that's where they've had to fix it. It wore all the way through.
Holy cow.
That's where the tensioner was just hanging out the front of the timing belt cover.
That's lucky, man.
I can't explain how lucky I was. Which is why I'm not taking any chances with this. I think I kind of want you at the front of the car while I run it up.
Okay.
I don't want to look at it.
I'm happy to stand at the front.
Alright, everything's out of the way. We've cable tied that hose out of the way. The aircon belt's not on,
No.
which is fine. The fan should still spin. We should be right to start this, hey?
I can't see any reason why we can't.
That didn't fill me with a lot of confidence.
Yeah, well, no, I don't. Honestly, I think it'll be fine. There's nothing. Yep. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, we're fine. That's definitely just the aircon belt, so all good.
Ready?
Yep, go. You want to start that again? Because I think that might be exhaust. There was a heap of exhaust smoke coming out from the, not when you're revving it, just when you started it. Give me 1 sec.
Okay.
Because I could see it coming out the front of the pulley of the aircon. Because it wasn't running, it was just seeping past there.
No thanks, mate.
Would explain why I'm smelling exhaust at the front.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Yep.
No problem.
Yep. Missing exhaust stud at the front here. Right there.
So, missing exhaust stud.
Yeah, this one.
Can I have a look
The most difficult spot in the world.
Am I going to have a look again?
Yeah, just a second, kiddo.
Yep.
Can you give me a please?
That one just in there.
What?
Yeah, okay. So jumping on the 100 series owners groups, apparently the
When I
exhaust studs are very common to fail. So that's good. Means it's not timing belt and not turbo. So we'll pull that
Ooh, what's that?
guard off and see what needs to happen, whether we need to easy out it or is it just missing?
I can't see if it's snapped, but at this stage it's just missing. I can't see the stud in there.
Alright, yeah, let's pull
If
this
it's
cover
just
off
missing,
and
then
we'll
that's good.
see what we find. I've just started pulling the heat shield off and the broken stud just fell out and onto the floor. Can't see where Troy, oh there it is. So it has snapped inside, which isn't good. So now this job is getting bigger than we had hoped. We're going to have to remove the airbox, the heat shield, to get a drill in there to easy out that one. I think he went inside to get some bits and pieces. So yes, now the fun part of pull all this out, and I'm not a mechanic.
They would make clips on engines for easy to come off.
Yeah, like use Deutsch plugs properly or something?
Yeah, it's something that's just easy.
Okay, so we now are trying to remove the airbox, which has now come out. Which will then give us a lot more cleaner access to try and get a drill in there to drill out this bolt, or at least see the end of it, the stud. And thankfully, being in Gladstone, there is it's Burson's parts store, so they should, in theory, have everything that we need. The exhaust manifold will come off, and we'll probably have to replace that gasket as well. Yeah. I hate being a mechanic, but I am too broke to pay for someone else to do it.
Mark's just disappeared into town to go grab some parts. So he's got about an hour round trip. In the meantime, my job is to get exhaust manifold off and the 2 broken studs out. So in order to do that, I am going to be disconnecting a few bits and pieces, and hopefully by the time he gets home I'll have those studs out. Wish me luck.
Battery.
Battery.
Alright,
Can you show me the battery?
in a minute, kiddo. So Troy's had a bit of luck while I was out getting the parts. So Toyota had one gasket for me, and all the what are they called? I've lost my train of thought.
Studs?
The studs, thank you, and the nuts. And they've had to overnight the other half of the gaskets because my exhaust manifold has 2 separate gaskets, 3 one side, 3 the other. So I managed to get one of them today, which isn't overly helpful without the other. But he's overnighted the other one, and while we're at it, I've asked for the other 2 that we will be touching today, because we figured if we're in here once, we'll do it at the same time. Just a second, kiddo. I bought myself a kit of Torx sockets, where have you put them, Troy, the Torx sockets?
Torx sockets, just in here.
Oh yeah? So these bits are like the opposite side of a Torx bit, which will help us put the studs, tighten the studs up. So they were cheap, 20 bucks for a pack of 10 different sizes. So now I've got that as part of the kit, and I'll probably never need them again, but whatever, it's going to get us out of trouble today. And now Troy's just trying to get the last 2 studs out of the exhaust manifold, is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. I've got all of them out except the 2 right at the back, which I just needed to get the EGR valve out. And with luck, they'll be as easy as the other ones.
Yeah. So it's these 2 down in here. Oh, not the middle tree. Yeah, down behind there. Both of them are snapped. So Troy's going to get his easy outs onto them. This is the part I'm nervous with. I'm okay with just nuts and bolts, but I've never used an easy out. So hopefully they come out, and we can just wait till the new gases come in tomorrow morning and then just put all this back together, basically. Not ideal, but I think we're capable of doing this.
Easy outs are notoriously hard to use in a good position in a workshop or a flat surface. So to do it here is going to be a bit of trickiness and a bit of skill, but we'll get there. Nice and slow, we'll get it done.
We got Liam helping as well. We just replaced our antenna, didn't we, kiddo? That was your job.
Well, pretty much your job, Dad.
So anyway, we'll get this out. I'm going to put the timing belt cover back on because we don't need to be in there anymore. Save that being exposed, and put the aircon belt back on, so we can I can bolt all that out of the way. One less thing to have to worry about tomorrow. And yeah, we'll see how we go.
Going deep.
Going deep. Aren't you glad we're not working on a little Ford Ranger or something?
Yeah, much, but prefer to be working on this than the Ranger.
Can you turn it off now?
Yep.
I'm gonna get it, hand it to you in a sec.
Come on, can I come and see what you're actually working on?
This is called the exhaust manifold. You know how you got the smoke that comes out the back of the car?
Yeah.
The stinky exhaust?
Yeah.
So, when you burn fuel, you get smoke. Just like when you burn wood.
Yeah, like.
And so it doesn't go into the car. It
Like
goes,
a fire.
Yeah.
so what we do is we, like a chimney. This is like a chimney for a car. It goes from there all the way back under the car and out the other side. Got him.
You got him?
Got him.
That's the last one.
That's the last one.
Can I put it in?
Oh no, it's a little bit hard for Troy to reach. You're not going to be able to help reach that one. But you could come help me put this belt back on. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Let's drop that out of the way.
I've got another stud for you there, little stud.
Don't call me Stan, I'm Liam.
Sorry, Liam. Alright. Very good things were.
You can't call me Stan because I'm doing Stan.
Oh, there goes that nut. There's both of them.
I'll go and get it.
Thanks, kiddo.
Is it under the car? Is it under the car?
Yeah, I think so.
Biscuits.
Oh, biscuits. Lots of biscuits.
So the studs for the turbo flange actually need to come off before I can lift this up.
Which I thought might have been the case.
Yeah. But that's okay. Now that you've got the special tool.
But you need to get from underneath it, yeah? How are you going to get that tool on there?
That's a good question.
Where did
What
it
size?
drop at? Where did
Because
it
you're
drop
using an
at?
adapter at the moment, eh?
Yeah,
TV
that's.
toy, where did the pole drop at?
I didn't see it, mate. It's a 7.
So the problem we've got at the moment is we can't get the exhaust manifold up without dropping the turbo out or taking the head off. And I'm not taking the head off the motor, so we're going to try and drop the turbo out. But those brackets wouldn't have been undone for 18 years, but by the looks of it, Troy just cracked one of them. How'd you get in there?
Yeah, got him.
Got him. Alright, so there's one of 3. There's a bracket holding the turbo in place. So if we can get those off, then we can drop the turbo. It only needs to drop, what, 20 mil maybe?
Yeah, that's it.
And then we should be able to get those studs out and remove the exhaust manifold. Then we finally got to the point where we have removed everything we need to remove to actually fix the problem. All this has just been getting access to what we need to do. I'm so glad I didn't ever become a mechanic, but then in saying that, if I did become a mechanic, this probably would have been an easy job. Got one more bolt holding the turbo in place. Once that goes, we should be able to move it out of the way and get this exhaust manifold. There we go. And bolt just released then. Hopefully we'll get this out, and lunch is almost ready, so we can hopefully stop for lunch in a good spot. Alright.
Do you want this spot? I can probably reach that turbo from here. So I reckon I'll pull that way.
Oh, it's so talking millimeters here. What's it caught on?
This hose at the back.
Is that enough though? To give us access to what we need?
I think so.
Ah,
Yeah.
what's it called? What's it called? Oh, hang on.
Just the hose at the back.
Oh yeah. It is out. All that needed to come out just so we can now drill a hole. Whew.
How long did that take?
I think I started at what, 8:30 this morning?
Yeah.
Before you came out. That's now 2. But a lot had to come out for us to get to this part.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we got there.
Yeah.
That was the easy part.
Yeah.
Now we got to get the studs out.
That's your job. I'm not.
No
not
pressure.
I'm not doing that part.
All right. Good work.
Yeah. Okay. I'll just clean up. I'll grab the gaskets out of here. We'll put them all in the respectful bags. The ones that we're going to keep. The metal ones here. The other ones will turf. And yeah, then let's drill some holes, hey?
Copy.
Right, help us see that. That's heavier than it looks, hey? Yeah, so this is the gasket that's just come out. It's all disgusting. They're all warped and... Yeah, and what do you reckon? This, you can see where it's blowing by.
I reckon I can see here. This is where it's been blowing past it.
Yeah, okay.
But, which is understandable. You'll probably find, actually, almost being that these are split, it might have been blowing past the middle one, and that harmonic, that sound was this whistling.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you know, I don't know if you ever put a bit of grass between your fingers and you whistle
Yeah.
through it, blow it. Maybe that was just sitting
Yeah,
there.
look at it. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to look like, but it's all split. It's like it's in 3 parts.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they designed them.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Alright, let's get these easy outs in there.
That's good. Just a little bit.
I can't explain to you how nervous I am right now.
Yeah, it's not drilling very center, unfortunately. It's not very center, but we're kind of committed on that hole now, so.
Is it coming?
I think it just came. Yeah, it's turning. Oh. It's coming out.
You're a legend.
Legend amongst legends. There we go. What do we got?
Out of all of this is the only bit that actually worries me, because the rest of it's just bolting it back together, which Troy's going back to work tomorrow. I should be able to do by myself, but I'm not confident in drilling a hole. I've never used an easy out, and I hate drilling holes in the best of times. You've seen that if you ever watched us try and install a diesel heater or whatever. Yeah, it looks like it's coming. It's a beautiful thing.
I think it's coming. It could be. I'm pretty sure it's coming. Yeah. There we go. One.
There's one of them.
One done.
Oh man.
One to go. Well, that wasn't too hard.
No, alright. I'm breathing a little bit easier. Let's drill the hole in the second one though, before I can relax.
Just like.
Where's it?
Here we go.
Come on. Come on. I'd be really, really annoyed if I still have the screw after all this.
Oh man, that wasn't even hard. I'm serious.
Oh really? To get that one out?
That's coming already. I haven't even put any effort into that one.
Yes!
It's probably why it snapped. It's probably loose.
Maybe.
Look at that. I can almost do that with my finger.
Oh.
That was really cool. I don't think I've ever had something an
An easy
out come out so easy.
Oh man. breathe a little sigh of relief.
Look at that. I'm not even quarter way out and I can do it with my fingers almost. That's excellent. You should be happy with that.
I am happy with that. Oh man. The things that we do with these cars while we're traveling Australia. But I'm glad we caught this now. Sir?
You can keep that.
I will. Yeah, I'm glad we caught this now and not in a month or 2 months time when it's had time to, I don't know, destroy that even further. And we would have been in trouble.
Yeah.
We caught it early and hopefully the new gasket will go on nicely. That face feels alright, eh?
Yeah, it doesn't look bad at all.
So yeah, hopefully I've caught it. We only noticed the squeal about a week ago, and I just assumed it was built after going on a dusty road. Alright, so the fun part will be putting this all back together. Alright, here you go, exhaust manifold. I've got 2 new gaskets just arrived in from Brizzy overnight, same with a new one for here, even though this one is probably fine. Just figured may as well replace them while I'm in there. I've got another one to go between the exhaust manifold and the EGR pipe as well. So yeah, I'm going to start by trying to get that in first, because once that's in, everything else can go around it. We did run a nice straight edge, I think it was like a steel rule or something yesterday across here to make sure there's no warping anywhere, and it all went sweet. So I'm pretty safe to put this back in, I think. Some people have had to get this machined flat again, but I think I've got lucky. Must have caught it early enough. So yeah, it's going to be a big job today. It's 11 or just after 11 now, and I'm only just getting started, so wish me luck. Hopefully it all just goes back together really nicely. Yep, I am still going. It was just a lot trickier to do by myself than I expected. But all the exhaust manifold bolts are now in and tight. Turbo is bolted in and tight. The heat shield is back on. The intercooler pipes, except for this one, is on. I'm just doing the hoses for the catch can. I've got to put the airbox back in. Connect a couple of bolts for the exhaust. And she'll be ready to fire up. Yeah, I am knackered. This has been a big day. Alright, moment of truth. Let's fire it up and see what happens.
Oh. This is a real car, Troy.
Huh?
This is a real car, Troy. Everybody torch.
You ready?
Yep.
You said you got a fresh fluid, are you? Top that up.
I don't concentrate this.
It hasn't gone down, but you'll definitely need to put something else where you go. Right there, Mark. Not bad.
see your road faults anymore because of the heat shift.
Oh yeah. But I'm underneath.
You smell your exhaust there, yeah.
I think we're sweet.
Yeah, a bit more fuel in there, but that's it. I said to Mark before, I said I missed
A
my
win.
Yes.
I said it before.
Come on, Chris.
I said it before. I missed his car. I missed my car, and then I'm working on it. I'm like,
I don't miss this
fucking
guy.
hate these guys.
You must be happy with that.
I am, yeah.
That was a big day for man.
The other good thing he said, he goes, apart from one little socket, he had all the tools in his bag that he could do it.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Hey?
it's only that torque socket. Otherwise, everything I carry was able to remove
Yeah.
half the engine bay.
That's perfect.
Means you're
That's-
carrying the right stuff.
Yeah. Or I could make do, you know.
Yeah.
So I've just come out for a test drive, make sure everything's running sweet. So far so good. Like it did start last night without any bangs or clunks, but I wanted to open her up so I come out to the highway. You know, make sure all the power was there through the rev range. That might tell me if there's a vacuum line that I missed or got a leak in one of the intake hoses or something, but everything appears to be good. I've got plenty of power there. No black smoke out the back, or nothing more than normal. No funny noises. The squeal is gone now. It should be coming in right now. No warning lights, no nothing. So I think we're sweet now. I'll just check the coolant level when I get home because we dropped a little bit of coolant when we moved the turbo out of the way. But I carry spare coolant as a concentrate mix, so I'll check that when I get home and top that up if it's required. But I think we're good. I've just got back from that test drive. Everything sounds great, runs great. It's like I never even touched her. I did check the coolant level is sitting above the low line, but it is a little bit low, so I might just keep an eye on that after today's drive with the van on and top it up if I need to. Like I said, in the car I do carry a concentrate of coolant. So I just need to get some more distilled water and I'll top that up a little bit. We didn't lose much. I know we didn't lose too much, but I'd rather stay on top of that. But otherwise, I think we are ready to hit the road again. I just got to put the bash plate back on. I just wanted to get under and just check one more little thing. But I think we're all good. But in saying that, that does look a little bit like oil there. Might be WD-40 left over from yesterday. I'll have a good look. But otherwise, yeah, everything looks sweet in here. No funny noises, which is good. All right, well, thanks for joining us on that bit of an excursion. I'm not a mechanic, I'm an electronics technician, so this was a little bit out of my comfort zone. But between Troy and I, that wasn't too much of a stretch. So we got it sorted. And yeah, that's something I'll be keeping an eye on into the future now is those exhaust manifold studs, because it happened once. There could be a warp that I didn't pick up with the steel rule, and I could snap them again. So we will keep an eye on that, and maybe a machine shop will have to square that edge up again for me. But for now, let's hit the road and go on our next adventure.